everything comes from the source or God, whatever you call it, whatever words you call it. It comes from that source, everything. All the power, it's the same source that created, manifested the whole universe. So therefore, the source manifested me and all of you. You know, like the source created everything, like that. So, and it's not just create like separately, just like we appear like that. See, that source created us out of the source, like essence, you know. It's almost like, the metaphor that comes to me now is almost like if God, you know, if God was the ingredient, we are the cake. We are the cake. Because all the ingredients goes in, right? That's God, right? That's the stuff that makes up us. And then the creation of that is the cake. So we are the cake, you know. We are this delicious cake, you know. And God is the ingredients, you know. But the cake it looks different, but the ingredients in the cake and the ingredients is inseparable. It's exactly the same thing, right? If you chuck the ingredients in the dirt in the garden and you chuck the cake, the baked, beautiful, delicious cake in the garden, you don't eat it, just throw it in the garden, both is going to return to the dirt exactly the same stuff, like that. So, see, we are made of the same stuff as the source, like that. So therefore, now with me, see, the only difference is somehow God has blessed this silly boy, you know. Somehow God has blessed this silly boy to remember that. Somehow I know that, I remember that. You know? I remember that. So therefore, when I'm healing people, and what people call healing power or whatever, I can feel it's coming from within me, you know, from within me, coming through me. The energy comes through, and it comes through to the other person, or whatever I'm doing, like that. But see, when I'm doing that, I'm not seeing myself as separate from God or separate from the source. I'm seeing myself as that one. I'm the cake. God is the ingredients. We're the same stuff. Like, that's how I feel. It's not an opinion. That's how I feel my being. So that's how I feel. So therefore, when I send the energy out, then that energy is actually God's energy. You know, that's the source energy coming through. But I can't separate myself. Like, it's coming through me, and I know it's not this boy that's healing you. You know, it's not this boy's power. You know, it's not this boy's power. It is that source within me, which is not separate from the source in the whole universe, in every atom, you know, in the whole universe, you know, like that. So that power comes from the source, like that. And I want to share just one other thing, you know, for all of us to know. It's important to know this. When we think that power is ours, is my power. I'm talking about like individual, like you're by yourself. You're thinking that it's me, it's my power. Then immediately what happens is that will immediately separate you from the source, because what you're saying is you're separate from the source. What you're saying is the ingredients and the cake is different. So therefore, the power is coming from the ingredients. It's not going to go through the cake. Your cake's going to be a rubbish cake. Like that. So if we think that it's us doing everything, we're achieving everything. So what we're doing there is we are disempowering ourselves. We're weakening ourselves like that, you know. So it's critical. If we want to access that power in us, so the power in me, in you, the power in me is no different than the power in you. Because it's the same ingredient. Once you got the same ingredient, you can bake all different cakes. You know, it depends on how you make it. Like your sponge cake, your carrot cake, and whatever. You know, like that. like that, you know. It's important to know that the attitude to think that we are separate, that we are doing the healing, we are becoming rich, we are successful, we are powerful, that will destroy our own health, that will destroy our own peace, and destroy the peace of everyone around us, you know, because that disturbance energy, because that connection, when we're one with the source, that divine energy of love, peace, joy, happiness, gratefulness, love that, you know, will come in us. And then everyone else benefits like that. But the power, in short, comes from the source, like whatever name you call it, that's where it comes from.